आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
नमस्ते दोस्तों, अब हम इस क्वेश्चन में क्या देखते हैं। रीड द पैसेज गिवन बिलो एंड आंसर द क्वेश्चंस दैट फॉलो। तुम्हें यहाँ पर एक पैसेज दिया गया है, हमें इस पैसेज का रीड करना होती है एंड आंसर द क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आर गिवन बिलो। ठीक है, या हमें आंसर द फॉलोइंग टाइप क्वेश्चन पूछा जा रहा है। पैसेज में देखिए, language and culture are intertwined. A particular language usually points out to a specific group of people. When you interact with another language, it means that you are also interacting with the culture they speaks the language. You cannot understand one's culture without accessing its language directly. When you learn a new language, it is not only involves learning its alphabets, the word arrangement, and the rules of grammars, but also learning about the specific society's custom and behavior. When learning or teaching a language, the culture where the language belongs must be referenced because language is very much ingrained in the culture. Complex is one term that you can use to describe human communication, since paralanguage is used to transmit messages. Paralanguage is specific to a culture, therefore communication with other ethnic groups can lead to misunderstandings. When you grow up in a specific society, it is inevitable to learn the glances, gestures, and little changes in voice or tone and other communication tools to emphasize or alter what you want to do or say. These specific communications techniques of one culture are learned mostly by imitating and observing people, initially from parents and immediate relatives, and later from friends and people outside the close family circle. Body language, which is also known as kinesics, is the most obvious type of paralanguage. These are the postures, expressions, and gestures used as a non-verbal language. However, it is likewise possible to alter the meaning of various words by changing the character or tone of the voice. The phrase language is culture and culture is a language is often mentioned when language and culture are discussed. It's because the two have a homologous, although complex relationship. Language and culture developed together and influenced each other as they evolved. Using this context, Alfred L Krober, a cultural anthropologist from the United States, said that culture started when speech was available, and from that beginning, the enrichment of either one led the other to develop further. If culture is a consequence of interactions of human, the acts of communication or their natural manifestations within a specific community. Ferruccio Rossi-Landi, a philosopher from Italy whose work focused on philosophy, semiotics, and linguistics, said that a speech community is made up of all the messages that were exchanged with one another using a given language, which is understood by the entire society. Rossi-Landi further added that young children learn their language and culture from the society they were born in. In the process of learning, they develop their cognitive abilities as well. This is the given passage. ठीक है. Now the question क्या है? According to Alfred L Krober, when did culture start? According to Alfred L Krober, culture, when did the culture start? ठीक है. पहला ऑप्शन, culture started when people began doing rituals. दूसरा ऑप्शन, culture started when close hunter-gatherer bonds were formed. तीसरा ऑप्शन, culture started with the introduction of grammar. चौथी ऑप्शन, ऑप्शन डी, which is none of these. इस क्वेश्चन का राइट आंसर क्या है? इट इज ऑप्शन डी, none of these. ठीक है. According to the passage, Alfred L Krober, he was a cultural anthropologist. He was a cultural anthropologist from United States. What he said was the culture started when the speech was available, and from that beginning, the enrichment of either one, it led to the development of further. सो द राइट आंसर क्या है? इट इज व्हेन द स्पीच डेवलप्ड. व्हेन द स्पीच डेवलप्ड, then the culture also it started to develop side by side. ठीक है. सो इस क्वेश्चन का राइट आंसर नन ऑफ द अबाव. शुक्रिया.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट, IIT, जेई, मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा. आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर.